Hello guys, it's Dranina here and welcome back to Stardew Valley. It's the 22nd day and yesterday we paid for Asylum, which Robin, if I'm not mistaken is her name, is currently working on. Does that cat love me? I cannot really see easily. That was an odd sound that I don't think should come from a hammer. Well, it doesn't come from anything but a hammer, I think. What happened to this cauliflower? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These should be protected from crows, because the scarecrow works in an 8 by 8 tile radius. So I'm not entirely sure what went wrong over there. Did I hoe it? Or use my pickaxe on it? I can't remember that I did, which is worrisome. Also, it didn't rain, and we didn't have any lightning, which I know can cause crops to die. So it seems really odd to me. Well, nothing we can do about it, I guess. I need to wait for my beans to finally be done. 6 days, and then it's summer. I'm looking quite forward to. Another set of crops, another bits and pieces of foraging. Is that sound that she's making? It sounds really bad if you ask me. Ah, stupid tree here. Trying my hardest to eliminate all trees. Or most of the trees in my near proximity of my home, but they keep on growing. First things first. Let's chop this one down because I don't want it here. Nice. And then chop this one down because I don't want this here either. Oh, there goes all my energy, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. I should consider planting some other bits and pieces instead of these, because they are fairly cheap but are high maintenance for a couple of days. So what are we going to do next? I don't know, we can go into the mines, but I need a whole lot of energy for that. We can go to the I don't think the museum has a topaz yet. I can go by the museum and the blacksmith to get my geodes broken open and to give the topaz to the museum. Anything worth foraging up here? Ah, doesn't look like it. Oh, that's a shame. Alright. Is it someone's birthday today? I didn't know. No. Why does Shane look different? Huh, that's odd. It's almost a flower dance though. No? Oh, I already had this one. I need this one. I need daffodil, if it's not too convenient. Marnie. You know what, Marnie? I am going to get it for you immediately. Maybe I can pluck a fresh one that's... Get a fresh one up here. I don't think so by the looks of it. Which is completely fine. I have one in my chest. It's just that if I can pick one, I'd rather just pick one instead of... I do have to accept the quest though. Wait a moment. Accept quest. What was I saying? Yeah, that I'd rather just pick a fresh flower instead of going back to my home and get one for my chest. While I encounter a new fresh flower just minutes later. So here we are at the museum. See what I have a topaz, because I cannot remember that I gave them one. Ah, I already did it. Nice, which means I can sell it. Gunther isn't in for a little chat, is he? Because every time I come into the museum and I don't have anything to donate, his reaction is like, Oh, I see you don't have anything to donate. Like, oh. I see that as well. It's just... Hi, how are you doing? Enough crystallite? That's fine. Ooh, that... Nikiolite. Don't think I have that one. Stone. And clay. Well... I think it's fair of me to express that with some of the stuff from Geodes, I'm a lot more happier. I already gave you the mineral? I did. I don't know what this is though. Probably an ancient seed or something. Well, let's go home and sell this. I guess that people want to buy it. Yeah, let's get the daffodil from Marnie. She lives on the farm, right? Which means she lives... Oh, there she went. It means she lives near the grassland. And therefore, I expect to find some daffodils over here as well. Can I find any of them over here? Ah, doesn't look like it. That's odd. But there are often dandelions over here. I don't know whether I've seen daffodils in this part of town. Which means I just go back to my farm and get them for her. Alright. Kitty cat. Hope you're having a wonderfully... I was wondering, what I went 100 gold to, but then I forgot. Breaking up with geodes costs 25 gold per piece. And I did open up 3 of them. Did I give the earth crystal to? I absolutely have no idea what I gave already to the museum, whatnot. Let's grab the daffodil. It's a daffodil, right? That she needs. Yeah. Alright. Let's get to her farm shop. Which should be open still. Most of the shops here are open till 5. Except the blacksmith that I know of. Which is open till 4. Alright, here we are. Let's hope she is at her shop. At least it's open. Oh, there she is. Let's equip something else because... Money. And I should give to money? I should give it to money. Just checking it out before I give the daffodil to someone else. Hey, is that a daffodil I requested? I really appreciate it. Here's your payment as promised. Which gives me 90 gold. And she's pleased. Which you can see... Yeah. Now I do have a couple of people who do really like me. Let's see whether we can forage some resources here. I think I have to cross the bridge though. See whether we can find some mud holes, radishes. Ooh, spring onions. Nice. Surprised they still grow here. Wondering when I will find some new crops over here in the summer as well. Ooh, 3 golden ones. They aren't worth a whole lot, but it's extra income. It's not like I have to do anything for it. But I do really hope that in the summer some stuff grows here as well. Would really love it. Alright. Here we are. And I have to cross some other bridges. These seems like very, very badly made bridges, I have to say. Oh, wild horseradish. Anything else? And dandelion. Alright. Eat the grass. Nothing that seems to be over here. No, it seems mostly empty. Anything over here? Nope. Seems like completely foraged out grassland. Which is fine. I don't expect it to be a whole lot. I mean, it's 322. If I didn't have my foraging bundle complete on the first week. I would be very surprised. Though I know some seasons take a bit longer to get your foraging bundle. I know summer grapes are a bit more rare and therefore harder to find, and if you can even find them at all. But I'm fine with that. Let's open this. Spring onions, spring onions, spring onions. There was horseradish, and you can also have the dandelion. Don't really mind that. Alright, so everything here is done. I do have a bit of energy left, so let's go fishing. Though I hate fishing, I have to complete the fishing bundle at a certain point, and if I have... Oops, don't want to take my axe out. If I have some energy left, I'd rather use it wisely. And it's not like I need to chop down any more trees at the moment. The silo has its perfect place. And the coop is quite a bit away. I mean, I have to wait until the current crops are fully grown. I have to sell them, then I'm not going to plant anything. And after that I have to buy summer seeds. And if I have any money left, I can then have a look at working out a coop. Almost maximum. Driftwood. Gotcha. And now we just wait. We should really consider the river. I do think. So... it's way too responsive in a certain way, and at the same time non-responsive at all. Do I have a smallmouth bass? And that was a little bit too far, but... a broken CD? Alright. It seems like for fish you have to wait also a little bit longer. Alright. A bream? It's going well. I've got different types of fish. After this we'll go past the community center to see whether we can place any of these fish in any of the slots. Which I do really hope. Come on. Don't lose the fish. It's very troublesome that once you press wrong one time, it's very hard to get your to get that green bar back on the fish again. Especially if the fish keeps moving. Well, let's wait for it once more. Come on, fish. Oh, there we go. And I got two geodes. Well, not bad. Let's try the other side of... What's wrong with fishing on this side? I don't understand why you placed it there. Alright. Crap. Oh, there we go. This was a bit too early. Well, I've got two smallmouth bass and one bream, which at least are two different kinds of fish. Maybe I should go stand somewhere else, a bit more up or downstream. Okay, last fish. I'm wondering if a different fishing pole makes a difference in how easy it's going to go. A bream. Alright, let's go to the community center, drop off the fish I have, sell the extra fish that I've got. I really love the ring of light around me. It makes it a lot easier to navigate, and I must imagine that once you get to the darker parts of the cave systems, it's a relief to have this item equipped. Oh, a bit too far again. Because at one point it's really distracting, on another point it's really nice to have because at least I can see something. Ocean fish, specialty fish, lake fish, night fish. River fish, sunfish, catfish, shad, and tiger trout. None of these either. None of these either. You gotta be kidding me that none. At least a bream. That counts. You mean that smallmouth bass is worth nothing? Sunfish, catfish, shad, and tiger trout. No, it isn't worth anything. I can find a largemouth bass somewhere in a lake. And have to catch a wally and an eel at a certain point. I think it might be in our best interest to invest in a better fishing pool at a certain point. Just to make our life, at one point, a bit easier. Because I might imagine that this makes it easier to catch certain fish. On the other hand, it might enable us to catch all the fish. I mean, I do imagine that a bamboo pole has its limitations and therefore cannot catch all the fish that I'm going to be needing. Sure, let's sell all this junk. Is she still working? It's 11... It's 11:10 at night. You shouldn't be working. You should go home and just sleep. The same thing I am going to do right now. After I grab my watering tank. Which means I'm going to end this episode right here. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you want to get updated every time I post a new video. If you have suggestions either about Stardew Valley or suggestions for all the games I should be checking out, leave them in the comment section down below. Have an awesome day, and I see you guys next time.